Okay. Hello and welcome. This is a stream of myself, Mar, and also from the animation and comic studio I founded earlier this year. Oops. Yay, double sound. I know it's fixed. Wait. You know, when you start to stream and everything starts happening, and then you relax and start chilling with someone, well, with everyone who wants to join. How about we start again? Hello, my name is Mar. I live in Japan, and in early 2020 I started an animation studio. Today, instead of working on a music video and a commission, we will be working on something original, or more like originally started. We're celebrating a bit of the holidays, and there's something I've been wanting to do, which is like a loop animation, to put together with some music and have like a very soothing relaxation thing. And meanwhile I'll do it, we will be chatting with you. If you have any questions, go ahead. If you have like any topics, usually we talk mostly about animation, animated movies and things like that, but we can also talk about anything else, like cats, books you're reading, mostly anything except if it's like super polemic, super private or something like that. In that case I will just reply, and that's fine. So just don't cut yourself and be nice to everyone. Let's see. As always, I check often that things are working well. You may have noticed that today, if you're here, you may have noticed that we're starting earlier than usual. That's because we're changing our regular streams to 1 hour earlier. For me now it's 12 midday in Tokyo on the 23rd of December. And that's because when we were starting doing streams, we had like these two audiences, people in Europe, like time zone, like in the world, like North and South Hemisphere, and then people most likely in the American continent, North and South. And we've seen that I put everything in the middle in midday, so people in the American area could watch it even if it was a bit late, and people in the European area could watch it even if it was early. But it's been a bit troublesome for the people in Europe anyway, and most people on the North and South American continent is watching it more often than not. And because for myself it's better to have it like either in the more in the morning or more in the afternoon, so I can schedule myself. So we made this change. I hope it fits for you. And anyway, the video will keep being recorded on YouTube later anyway. So let me know, how are you doing? Okay, something I will do in the first place is I will cheat. I will be cheating. I'll be using one picture of that I took myself to like take like the perspective and such for the animation. So now, oops, sorry, I meant to put like this. So what you're seeing now will be only my face, because the picture I'm using is, well, includes my husband basically sleeping. And that's not something I want to just like go and share publicly. So what I'm doing is I'm reshaping the picture. I'll trace a bit like the perspective, and I don't want to lose time with it, and I took the picture myself and whatever. So I'll be doing that very quickly. So now you don't see it. Meanwhile, I have various like nice announcement thingies to talk about today. Okay, so this is the bed. So what we will animate today is a character sleeping, and this character will be inspired by Debbie Cat, a streamer that I follow actually. Okay, so we have the cushion in here. Okay, so these are the lines that mark the perspectives. This will be the crown. And now we don't have to worry about these things anymore. And yeah. So he's not there anymore. Now you can see. So see, we just like super fast cheated and created the background. What we'll have. The project will be called winter sleep, because it will be like, everything will be like super fluffy and so on, and we'll do something cute and sweet, really. I've been thinking like, what's the message I want to take with this project, because every project I do has, you can hear me and see me, I'm not moving for some reason in my Streamlabs. Is my camera working? If there's anyone who can say anything that it's working, it would help me. Ooh, I don't think the camera is working. Hello? Let me change again. Yeah, the webcam got stopped. Let's try this. Let's try this. Excuse me for these issues. Give me a second to save the project before I touch anything. Okay, we have it connected again. Hey, just found out your YouTube channel this evening and was thrilled to see you had a stream scheduled today. Awesome, thank you. Okay, the audio is working, the video is frozen. Okay, thank you very much. So it's good that the audio is working at least, so thank you very much. I'm glad to have you here. I've been having an issue with one USB. Oh, and thanks for following on Twitch. So we're streaming on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time, as we do regularly, and right now we're having issues with the webcam. It happened lately with okay, what if I remove the webcam and then I add it again? Like add source. Try not to restart everything. Anyway, how is it going for you? How's your day? Let's chat meanwhile I fix this. Display capture, video capture device, add source. Yes, it's like the webcam is just frozen. Why? Let's try again. Now it should work. Again, nope. Okay, so I'm frozen with a very funny face. Doing alright, working on some personal animation for fun. That's awesome! Having a stream on the side with someone animating always helps me stay motivated. Same, I also use other people's streams to get motivated, and especially work if they're animating or doing some sort of digital art. Okay, so let me add something just in case someone comes in. We're trying to fix the frozen webcam. However, I'm very concerned I most likely will have to go back and in again. But then people in YouTube will lose us because you cannot get back into the same video. Oh wow, what shall we do? How can I restart this? Oh, I think I fixed it. Whoo, the webcam works again. Okay, so let's get back to this. Let's get back to this, and at least the audio worked, so that's good. Let's keep animating then. Woo! Okay, so it was activating and deactivating it. So what I did is I took, as I was saying, today we're working on a looped animation. It will be something very, very drafty from beginning to end. And even if I want to use some colors, they will be very simple, not like, it will not be like this, like super clean lines, colors and shadows very well. This thing is, it will be something like very soft. We'll have a character sleeping, like breathing slowly, and probably that will be human and a pet. We'll see, have to think like what will we put around and so on. Maybe when you made something and it's done in 1-2 hours, maybe we just have time to draft the scene. We'll see. It's something that I'm doing for fun. That I just want a quick project, because usually we work on things that take like months and like a big team, or like sometimes we get to like 6 or 7 people for one project. I really want to do something much more simple. So let me do something about this. Okay. And just in case. That's the hidden folder with the picture of my husband sleeping that I took so I could I use here. I mean, I took it because I wanted in the past, but now I'm using it here for perspective reasons. So if I continue the perspective, we'll do something like this. Thinking like big scene. Most likely we'll have it to the other side. So I'm thinking maybe the light will come from this. From here we'll have the character. Like, it will be similar to the picture we had in the YouTube channel to present this. Okay, so this will be the background more or less. Let's start locating a bit the character. So background, let's start in the layers, otherwise everything gets very, very messy. I have various things to talk about today on some updates and so on. So for example, usually we do these streams where I'm just like, you see me working on what I have to do for that day. And basically it's a bit more like unstructured. But for the next 2 streams we have like this, that it was planned. Like today I knew I would be working something like more fun for myself, more like original work, even if it's inspired in something else. It's not that the client asked us to do this. And then we will next week what we will do is surprise. It will depend, because I'm in a rest that next week technically, so I'll just do whatever I feel like doing at the moment. Okay, this is not good. And then so next week will be that, like a recap, like I will work on screen whatever I feel like, some illustration perhaps, maybe we'll continue in this, or I will and I will be talking about this year. How was it to build a studio? Because we just started like in February officially. I left my full-time job, I became part-time in that same place, and then I started working animated projects, and I will explain like what did actually happen, what's the situation right now, and so on, and also opening to questions to anyone that's curious. Okay, because the face is what I want. Oops, what's this? I want us to see that's like the cutest thing. I'm really focused. Usually I would draw the body and then the face, but oh, I'm drawing in the background and we don't want that. So let's take this. Okay, now we have it in a separate layer. Good. So we can hide this animation thing for now because we're not using it. Because the face is what needs to be the cutest thing. I will focus on that. I don't like that. Hey Daltorian, how are you doing? Nice to have you around. It's a good day, it's a good day. How are you doing? You're using Porky's emojis. I can't wait until we have emojis as well. His are so cute. It's their OC, I think. I forgot the name of the character. Maybe you can read it. Pearl. Yeah, it's called Pearl. This mechanical girl. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking like this is like the line we wanna go for. Yeah, something like this. Okay, now I'm locating her better in the cushion. Okay, this is more of what I want. Okay, so now I put her in perspective. Oops. How's it doing? I'm doing good. I've been doing some voice acting animation. Ooh, and lip syncing. It's super fun. How are you? Wow, that's one of the challenges I have to go through, like lip syncing. I haven't done much of that. Like almost none at all. And I look forward to it. Right now we're just working on projects like this where I focus on the animation and the storytelling visually, and then let the music, the animation matches the music rhythms and the tones and the speed, like everything, but basically it's like complementary but not synced, if that makes sense. And I'm fine. I'm very well, thank you. Okay, so I'm like shaping a bit like the proportions of like making like, okay, so this is the eye, like these are the eyelashes, if any. Eyelashes, not like the eyebrows. You can tell English is not my first language. Okay, so I'm trying to see. We may, because I'm talking, we may spend 1 hour just with me setting the character. I want to do something fast. This is a fast project for me, but I will not just let it go if I'm still not satisfied with it. That's a difficult perspective for many people, by the way. But I like the room perspective itself, and I know we can have a cute character. I really need to practice lip syncing as well, especially if I want to get into the TV animation industry. Yep. Okay, so this would be, and the eye would be around here if I set for these proportions. Okay, so that's nice, I think we located her well in the cushion. I think we want her to be bigger, like this, like a single person bed. And then we'll focus on the body. I don't know if the body will be like open and then like this, or let me think. Oh, nope. That's not what we want. Yeah, usually already, like when we have an animation, we already have the drawing, and then I talk about many other things. But right now, because we're just starting in the first draft, I get very distracted by it. Just talking about what we're doing. Okay. So let me see. And let's block this so I don't it's a layer. So how's the bodies? What's the weight? I think it will work better if it's like this. This is the body, like the armhole, like this, whatever you call. Every artist does this proportion thing differently. I want her to be maybe a bit smaller in body. This character is based on a real person, actually. You'll see it after I start doing the design and such. And I'm already using the colors that she usually uses. That's from an artist. I think we'll have one hand here. That probably I'll take a picture and put in there. When it gets late at night like this, I love to do fan art. Right now I'm addicted to the last season of Attack on Titan. Oh, right! So for Attack on Titan, they do it in the NHK channel every Monday at 12 a.m. So like Sunday at night, basically. And at that time I'm sleeping, so I asked my husband to teach me how to record stuff in the TV, and it's been recording the chapters. And I haven't seen them yet. Aha, thank you for the reminder. The thing is, because I already read part of the manga, I'm not super like hyped, like what's going on. I already know what's going on. More or less, I mean, most likely they will change and adapt some things, which that's usually the thing. Okay, so these is the arms. This is one arm. Okay, so I'm liking this. We have the structure here. Maybe the face could be bigger, like literally the body smaller. Yeah, something like this. And no, I mean, I will not say any spoilers, of course. At most I'd say my opinion, like I like it, I don't like it, but then everyone's different, so that wouldn't be really a spoiler. And yeah, I like Attack on Titan in general. I like the changes on the story, the things that you'd never expect they would happen, and so on. Is like the side. It's like I'm doing like a mannequin thing, and the thing is, after watching, because I know, like in every season there's like some switches of like, okay, I didn't expect that character to actually be that, or that was the motive, or so on. So in each season there's like some like these key points, and because I already know like the next key points, like okay, I need to wait sort of like that key point that I like better than the other. So it's like I want to pile up the episodes and then like boom and be like, oh, amazing. Also, of course, like they changed the animation studio. I wonder if how the change will affect. Right before, it was amazingly well done. So probably the hand will be like closed here, right? Let's have this character so we can see a bit more of that. Okay, I keep a bit scared that the camera will just stop. If anything freezes, you don't hear me, please reach me out in the chat. Okay, I'm starting to like this. After a while that I have everything a bit more settled, I'll start making like the announcements and things I wanted to talk about. And oh boy, my stomach is not in the best day, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just my monthly suffering. So I'll just have to go through it. Yay! Also, I'm very happy and honored that you're here. I know that in December, like November, December, views go lower because people is more about like being with the family and so on. This, especially for me, it's an actual connection time. Like I love it. I love talking with you, and I really appreciate you being here. And I'm surprised that we still have some few people and we can still share it. Otherwise, I know I'm very, very conscious then that we'll have more. I'm just fixing the perspective. That we'll have most likely a bit of more growth from January when people start to get into routine. Go through it. Okay, from animation, I think Mappa is doing an amazing job. It was a huge undertaking to follow Wit's beautiful style, and Map is definitely doing it justice. As for episode 3, oh, that's good to know. It was a bit scared, like, I don't want it to go down, but yeah, it's good to know. I really like this year's Great Pretender, which was from Wit, I believe. I haven't seen that anime of him. I'll note that. Great Pretender. Pretender from Wit. Or something like, I will not like watch the full anime, but check a bit around the style. And so on. I like one thing, but I am not the person who's like all day watching, like reading animation news and watching all the animations that are out there. Not anymore. But I've been that person. Okay, we should do the other arm, right? Let's do it in another layer, because right now I'm scared to mess up. So let's have it in another layer. Okay, so this goes down. This goes down in, and let's do the next one. So I think actually the arm will come. So where will the hand go? Like, possibly the back is actually more like here. So that will have the arm there. And then the hand would naturally fall here, usually. So if the hand is here and the arm is there, this is the most natural way to go. And then, see, like, that's how I made arms. Like, I decide, okay, the elbow's here, I want the hand to be there. Okay, now how do we connect that? Knowing the proportion, like, what do the elbow go. I don't do much tutorial, but I don't mind, like, explaining what I'm doing and how and why. Okay, so something like this. Yeah. So for me, the key of this, because this will be an animation that doesn't move much, like the character is not moving around. It's very important that, to me, it's very important that this keyframe looks beautiful just as a static drawing. That's why I may spend a lot of time on this and a lot of corrections, but after that, the animation I wanted to do like very, very drafted. Like not like lots of like shadow lines and whatever comes with it, right? With like more complex animations. This will be cute. This will be really cute. And sweet. And by the way, I think I stopped talking about it. I don't know if it was because of the camera accident or so, no, but or things like that. But basically, for every animation we do in this studio, we have like a message on it. And I want this to be a sweet animation about resting, like taking your time to rest and be okay. Like, you can worry about things later. When you're in bed, be in bed. Which is something I struggle with myself, and I want to remind myself. And I know that other person also struggles with that. I'm just adding like some lines to know like about the perspective, what's going on. And that's the message you'll have. Possibly I'll write it there, like for example here we'll have a message, like very direct, like this is the message of this piece. Because we don't have like a clear story, but then everything goes together. Okay, so something like that makes sense. Actually, this hand doesn't look very natural to me. Let me change it. Possibly something like this will make more sense, that the hand is slightly to the side, right? Then it is a hand that I will struggle more drawing, because it's not a position that I'm very confident about, comfortable drawing, so now it sucks, but yeah, it feels more natural that it's falling that way. Actually not, it will be more like this. But then this is the knuckles, like how do you call this thing? Like this. Knuckles? Me neither, but some reason GP's art direction was enough to get me to watch it. Okay, that could be case for myself too, and there's no water. Okay, so give me a moment to get my water, and I'll be back right now. I don't think I'll put even the right back thing. So getting water. Yeah, it's a knuckle. I'm not super sure either. Okay, it's my fluffy thing. Let me get my blanket. This is not the warmest house, and I'm very, very sensitive to cold. Okay, so I'm liking this. Maybe today we will focus on like planning. Okay, so I plan the character, I plan the design, like we plan the what's the things around her. We'll plan what will we animate, and maybe next week, if I feel like it, I'll go to it and sort of like finish it or so on. Just want more animations in our channel, and not something that's necessarily long and complex. It's not getting to detail, I still need to get to the effect. Okay, this hand doesn't look good, but we need this space. Yeah, I'm struggling with this yellow. So if you like this, the other hand goes more. Maybe it was well before. Like I'm thinking of myself. If I'm like this, yeah, maybe it was fine. Maybe it was fine, but it just needed a bit more of tweak. Just a bit more of tweak from here. Just a bit. And again, possibly I'll just take a picture of my own hands to nail it, because we need to make sure that that looks beautiful, the static looks beautiful and realistic, and instead of spending a lot of time like this and drawing and so on, I'll just like go for it with a picture. I mean, for many things, of course, it's important to be able to draw from imagination, and there's a lot that I'm drawing from imagination, but I also don't want to lose much time in things that I can take a reference from very easily. Hey Ramon! How are you doing? Yes, Mar, everything is working fine. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, we had some issues with the webcam. Like, I think it's the USB, because when I connect it differently it works, but because I was trying it in the old connector, because then like the USB that it's giving issue is behind the desktop, like the big computer, and it works usually. But when it doesn't work, I connect it to the front. But when I connect it to the front, the camera, like the cable is not long enough, so the camera goes up and you would see me like here, from here. So I wanted to try. I wanted to really try. Like, please work. Okay, so the hand, this hand is huge. This hand is huge. This is not on character. Well, I mean, we're just designing it and positioning it at the same time. But compared to this hand, please. And something like this looks better. Something, it will be like this in the end. Okay, so let me show you my beautiful face. Meanwhile, I'll check something in terms of perspective. Oh, okay, so that's my husband picture. Okay, yeah, it's really from above. Okay, let me show you again. Hey Lana, what program is this? Also looks good so far, thank you very much. This software is Clip Studio Paint EX. It's the software that they use the most in animation studios in Japan when they do things digitally. Happy to have you here. How are you doing? Also interested in animation? Like doing animation yourself? Come on, I'm fine. How are you? You look very elegant, Mar. Thank you very much. Should I just say that my hair looked like a mess? So when that happens, the easiest and most beautiful way to deal with it is just put it all together. And then it looks so elegant, but thank you very much. Okay, so I think we're getting into a very comfortable drawing right now. So what I will do is trace it again with all the layers to get more together. Okay, so in here, let's trace again. Try not to go into detail yet. Mar, please try, don't yet go into detail. I want to put things together to keep correcting. We'll do the hand. I'm really having fun with this illustration. I haven't done illustration in a while now. I mean, of course, I'm animating a lot. But for the last month, everything was already illustrated. I didn't have to. I mean, everything, the key frames were already done, so it wasn't a lot drawing. So I'll just copy it. I will not make the character yet. So more or less the nose will go here. This is the eyebrow area, and the character might be different, right? So I'm just like, okay, so this is the eye section. Okay. Then we'll put it into character and we'll change it a bit even. So this is the head. You just want to delete all those many drafty layers we have below. Okay, so this is the... Actually, as you see, this doesn't match. This could go above, even more above. Okay. Or does it? No, actually it worked better before. Okay, we'll fix this later. Neck. Around here. This bone! I didn't know CSV was their most used program. It is. Well, as far as I know, I mean, if in the recent years, 2 years they changed it, maybe, but from the information I got from another animators community, the information I got in my animation school, it looks like it is. I mean, it's been developed in Japan anyway. They have English and I believe also Spanish version, French, I think. Okay, so something like this. And this, and then we have like actually something like this. And now we'll start linking this area together. Chun chun. So just tracing my own art. Any other question is welcome, so go for it. We're streaming right now on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so maybe you see me like replying or talking with different people that you may not necessarily see. But that's why I usually try to like read out loud whatever is on the chat so everyone can follow. If you have questions, go ahead. Like, what did you say? Well, we didn't get that. Please go ahead. This time for me is not just to be productive, but it's about fun, especially today because I have a lot, believe me, a lot of work to do today in terms of animation for the official project. But it's also important to have like some fun time as well to keep the motivation up in things that I haven't done a lot lately. For example, I haven't done a lot of sweet things lately and I was like aching for it. So that's what we're doing right now. And see, I'm starting to add detail, even if I was trying not to. A bit of like line source perspectives. This is the chest area. This is the side of the body. It's like drawing a mannequin right now with the proportions that I find suitable for this piece. Alright. So, save. And now we can delete all this. Oops, not this one. Okay. So, the hands. After I fix the hands, I know I can start adding detail and fixing the face and everything. Hey Mazel Flash, how are you doing? Have you already started to think of the colors you'll use for this? Yes, actually yes. Oh, and do you see this next to me? It will actually be similar to this. It will be blues, purple, pink, and maybe some yellow for accent of light, like soft yellow. You imagine like a sunrise sort of colors. It will not be a realistic colors. Mar, have you made any animation of robots? Aliens? Trying to guess from your emotion, your questions. I've been animation with androids, if that counts. One of our music videos you can see on our YouTube have androids. Okay, so it's time to do the hands, and I'll set a picture to myself to do that. It would be so useful if I could just like screenshot me, but I don't think I can do that, but maybe it's better than... Okay, I'll do something very fun. Question, is it true that Europe has high demand for people who want to focus on traditional animation? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. From what I know in Europe, especially for movies, it's like studios and productions are built up around movies, especially if it's in Spain, where it's like, okay, we want to build a movie, so the director, the producer, everyone gathers, they make the movie, and then they dissolve and they gather again differently to do the next thing. So I guess if that's still the case, and now I'm summarizing Europe for what I know from people working in there, they told me a few years ago, if that's still the case, then it will depend on the productions that they're doing. For example, one of the latest big European productions would be Klaus, made for Netflix from last year, that I love. And that was a Spanish studio, and it looks 3D, but it's done traditional. I mean, it's 2D drawn animation with the right lighting, and then it looks sort of 3D. It mixes some 3D techniques and elements as well, so it really depends on what they're doing, I'm guessing. Robots can be so cool. Robots. I mean, if androids count, yes, I did animate robots. I must say it's not my thing. I'm more of a fantasy lover in that case, where I like witches, dragons, and things like that. But I can do robots if necessary and enjoy them as well, most likely. It depends on the story. Okay, so now you'll see me, and I will do a screenshot of myself to get the hands to put them there. So allow me to look. Okay, I'll put this in front of me. Now you don't see the drawing, you just see my face. Okay, androids count, perfect. And I'll put myself in the character's position, so let me locate this here. I'm just moving windows around, and it's not that I want to hide it, just that I need to see myself big, and this is the camera where I see myself bigger. So the character is like this. Let's put the shoulders up. Like this would be more the perspective. Let's take it out. Obviously I don't have anime proportions, so like my neck is like a proper neck that works well going up and down, like not this thin, super thin thing that I design myself, so I must like at some point. Okay, so this is the position. More than my face, I'm focusing on the hands and perspective of the arm. It always helps that I'm wearing black. I see nothing. Put myself up. Okay, so something like this. So this is one hand. I think I got it. And then let's get to the other. If someone enters now, they'll be like, what's she doing? I'm just trying to get references from my own hands. And the other arm, I'm trying to put the position of the shoulders, is there. Let's get it. Well, the other hand is there. I cannot reach the keyboard. Dang it! This is so stressing. Okay, so again. This. And now let go the hand in a fictional mattress. Relaxed. Now reach the keyboard. And now copy paste. And do another one. I'm suffering so much right now. Actually, it's fun. And there's the other version with a hand like this. Take a picture. Did we get it? I think we did. Okay. Okay. Oh, what are you seeing now even? Chaos! Okay. Maybe I'm suffering for nothing, everyone's just having fun. Which is the point of most of it. Oh yeah, thank you very much for joining. Again, today we're starting at 12 instead of at 1. And that will be the case for our next streams as well. So congratulations everyone in the North-South American continent. This is especially for you. For the others, we'll have other streams. Because now more people can join it. Can join better, and it's also better for me. So okay, so we have these 3 pictures of me. Why is this so big? Excuse me. Okay, this one. Mario's creativity is amazing. It's not creativity, it's just trying to cheat. Trying to save up time. So I need to flip myself, the drawing. The computer is saying, Mario, you're pushing me too hard. Can I flip you horizontally? I have to. Okay, so this is the character. And the side is something around here. So let me put this one, right? Oops. So as I've been saying, this art is not for a client. This is our self thing, like a very little tiny project that I wanted to do. I've been wanting to do for a while. And I don't know if we'll finish today. Maybe today we'll just basically settle the main art and which parts will we want to animate, how will we have populate the background, and then another day we will actually do it, like animate it. So we'll see. It will be, this is a nice stream, time for time, right? From time to time, I mean, I guess you mean? It's not a very bad picture, I guess, to see me into. I think the hand could be a bit smaller. My computer is like, maybe you can hear it. You may also hear the heater outside. But guys, it's cold, so there's one hand. It may not fit perfectly, but it's better than start from scratch. Okay, so now the hand will be... This is a bit awkward, okay? I really need to get used to myself, seeing myself on screen, knowing that many other people is seeing it. Okay, so this. I'll most likely have to put it a bit more into character, like to more on manga style, but for now I'll just let it go. Not so bad, right? Yeah. And now the other hands. Which one do we want? This one or this one? I think this one fits well, but this one gives more of the effect I wanted to transmit. This face! Oh please, can I just like, okay, let's just not have this face. No! Okay, this didn't happen, okay? Okay, I still have some self-love. Give me some respect. Let me keep some respect. Okay, so see, the hand was very big before. I still like the picture will look too small now, but let's make it just a bit bigger. That's alright. Now let's make it fit the arm. Stick in, it's sweet time to move around. Yeah, it's a very specific stream today. Usually we're working on projects from clients. By the way, have you not this? Oh yeah. Have you noticed that we reached the goal? We reached the goal! We'll be streaming next year! Just to let you know what that means, I started streaming this summer. And that was because doing vlogs and other type of videos took a lot of time of editing and so on. I wanted to find something to make videos that was like I could keep animating, I could keep working and still like connect with people and show the process. Torian, yeah, I know! And I started streaming, but it does take us still a lot of time. And I also had to purchase a webcam and a monitor. The monitor I'm looking at now when I talk to you, and the webcam here, that it failed, but it was because of the USB. The camera is fine. It's very, very fine. It works very well. Someone outside talking. It's not usual. And I said, okay, forget about the hours I will spend doing this. For this, until the end of 2020, I'll keep streaming every week, even if no one's watching. I'll just stream and try it and see if I like it. And I loved it. But I said, okay, there has to be some benefit to it, like financially, because the studio needs to survive. And I said, okay, let's see if, even if you like it, it's not enough. You need to at least see that if it's these 6 months, there's enough interest from people who can afford and wants to help. And let's say that the goal is that the camera and the monitor gets paid, and that's the 230 was the goal. And last week we actually reached the goal, and we have to keep thanking. By the way, you cannot see the who did it. Is it hidden? No, it's not. That's odd. We should have like a bar saying who did it, which would be Eric from Cafe Bottle Color, Isaac helped us, who else helped us? Oh, I cannot see all the notifications, but there's like various people who help us, and I'm so happy for it. It's still open to anyone who wants to add to it, because let's be honest, this year we're still on negative. Okay, so we had some income, but the expenses were higher of myself, basically. So the staff is getting paid, but yeah, my hours are not. Basically, I'm working part-time also for that reason, basically. So if there's more coming in, it will be used for the studio, to keep the studio alive. So that's why it's still there, and also to congratulate that we'll keep streaming for next year. I'll keep trying on that, because the interest was shown. We had interest on this content. Also, I've also put more information about the streaming. I created this website, by the way. I created this website where you can see what's going on, what are the next streams. So now I'll start scheduling more in advance the streams, so you know what hour and also what's the topic. Some will be as before, like, okay, I'm working, and in 2 weeks we'll just be working in whatever I have to do that week in that project. But others that could be interviews, could be something more specific, will have it. Like it will be scheduled there. Like for example, this week we had this special where I'm doing something more personal, and yeah, this looks good. Oops. And then next week we'll having like a recap to talk about how the animation studio went in this first year, while I do either animation, either some illustration. And then yeah, next year we may have some interviews, so in this case you will see them scheduled. We still have the surprise streams, they will still happen, and they will be surprised, they will be noted there. But it's nice that now we have a website with an actual schedule. So we can delete this hand, completely useless now. And I'm liking these two. It really improved the art. And then so we have the website, and what else? Oh yeah, and I've started shortening some of our past streams. So from like, we had one that for example was 1 hour and 48 minutes, and now it's just 40 minutes because I took out parts where I'm just like drawing and silence, parts where it was a stop that I was just 5 minutes went out. I took out things like presenting myself, because when you're in a stream and people comes in and out, it's good that you present yourself. By the way, hello, I'm Mar, nice to have you here, and I do animation. But when you're short, like when you're seeing a recording, you don't need the person to present themselves 3 times. So I cut that, and other parts that are like more like hidden or more, and shorten it. So I went from 1 hour and 48 minutes to 40 minutes. Another video went to like 39. Another video went from 1 hour and 11 minutes to 23 minutes. So it's like much better for anyone who wants to find information, because on those streams I start in the description, I noted the topics we talk about and the questions. It's very easy to get like, oh, I know that in some streams she talk about whatever, like that thing, and then you can look for it. So that's useful for that, to watch it again. It's useful for people who doesn't know about it, and they can see it quickly, because the stream is about like the experience on live is about sharing it, right? To have like this company, this connection. But when you're watching a video, that's different. You want more like the information as well. So we're shortening some videos, which takes a lot of time to shorten, to be honest. Okay. So we have this. It's time for the face. That's one of the pros I like the most. So let's fix this face. Okay, so I think that the eye, this should be more like there. actually. I'm liking these chill eyebrows. Most likely they will be very thin this time. This will be the eyes. Okay, nice. And she will sleep. Probably looking up. It will be a girl. And I will fight a lot with these eyes. It's just 2 lines, but I will fight with the position of these 2 lines for a long time, so bear with me. I don't know if we'll have this or we have like a very tiny nose idea. I don't know. That's when I started making the face of my character. Anyway, you can hear me and everything, right? Everything went silent. Maybe you're checking the website? No? I don't know. Welcome, welcome. If you're just entering now, today we're having a very chill stream where I inform you about how things are going with the studio and so on. We apply some animation related questions while I'm preparing a very short animation I will do for our studio. This is not from a client, this is self-started. I felt like doing animation featuring like some very chill song, and during the while the song is there, so it's a music video technically. We'll have this gif of this girl like sleeping, like resting calmly, and then we'll have other animations going around the room. We still don't know what, but with the round eyes it looks very creepy. Ramon says, are you still planning on moving out of Japan? Yes, but not as urgently as before at all. Like this became quite a topic with my husband, and nothing is sure right now of the when, because well, there's a pandemic in the world, and the situation, some other situations around us also changed. I think she's cute. Yeah, I think we can accept this. Let me delete these lines that now look like very creepy and scary. Okay, now for the character's look. Is she cute enough? Is she cute enough? I don't know, is she? Maybe bigger head? I don't know why it reminds me of Ariel from Disney. It has some vibe. Okay, so now hair. Let's talk hair, or let's actually let me put a bit more of body again, so I can perhaps, let me copy this, but delete it. Oops, the ear. We may want to not forget that she has ears. Yeah. It has this Ariel vibe. I don't know why. She's cute! Alright, hair time. So for hair time, we will base it on a character of a person I know actually. Her eyes are adorable. Thank you! Thank you! She's a happy little girl. Well, not so little. She's quite at least a teenager. How old do you think she is? Okay, let me hold on for a moment. So okay, I cannot see. There you go. So she is my reference. You can see the reference in the description of the video. So let's go for the hair. A hair which is brown hair curl. Okay, so this is still not color face. But to make the sketch, I'm already using the aesthetics we will be using later. So that will be the frontal hair. The hair will not move, that's why we can have a lot of layers and no one will die. And this is a project I'll do alone. I will not have like the team also participate on it. Then we have some hair here. She has a very interesting hairstyle. You'll see. I love doing hair. This is one of my favorite parts. And she's cute. Okay, yeah, I'm getting to the style I wanted, really. Thing is, well, how will the rest of the hair go? Like, will it be braided? Because she's sleeping. She wouldn't be comfortable wearing the hairstyle that she usually wears when sleeping. She looks about 15, 14. Okay. Around there. Like, character-wise, I want to have a teen. Like, I was thinking like 14, 16. So that's fine. Completely on it. She looks about 15. Mari, is the Christmas holiday popular in Japan? Yes, but it's very different. It's just like, for example, one day, it's more for couples. It's more about the like winter holidays in general. Like you have the holidays of New Year's Eve being more of a thing than Christmas itself. But there are a lot of decorations, commercial. Because commercial. And there is like nice illumination on the streets, like lots of lights, beautiful lights all around, like on trees or parks. Like there's like illumination is a thing. Like if you look for it in like illumination Japan Christmas, you will find a lot of beautiful stuff around. Yeah, Mara, although your sleeping character is not complete, it looks cute. Thank you. I'm glad. We already reached the part of the stream where I'm doing is beautiful. Before it was just like, okay, the hand, whatever. It took an hour. Mara, your style. Your style totally starts to come out once you start on the hair. Right. Okay. So what do we do with the hair here? Actually, let me go for a very little break. Let's go to the restroom for a moment. And try to see if I had some hot water, and I'll be back and I'll be thinking about the hair, so stay around. Again, this is a good moment if you want to check the new website thing that we have. So see you soon. Hello, I'm back, and I did find hot water that I put in my normal water because my normal water is freezing. So I mix them. And it's fine. Like, I boil a lot of water in the morning and then I store it so I can keep putting it in wherever. I'm not good with cold. I know for some of you maybe where I'm living is not even cold compared to your situation, but ours much better. Ah. So nice to meet you if you're new. We're creating an original animation, but today we're not animating itself yet, maybe. We're just setting up the character and the situation. It will not be a very complex, dynamic animation. It will be someone like sleeping, relaxed, and some other things happening around that we haven't decided exactly yet. Although I think we'll add some animal. Okay, so hair. What do we do with the hair? Do we go crazy long hair without tying it up? Ponytail? Nah. Or maybe a ponytail. I don't know. Like this. Yeah. Let the hair lay underneath her head and neck. I mean, yeah, like, so we'll have some hair going around here. Like, she has like still like some long parts, right? But then what do we do with the next? Like, ponytail and let it go like all around? Or like braids? No, I think it's a pity to have braids. Even if I would have that long hair, which I have, I usually made a braid. I mean, like 2 ponytails below. No, it feels like a pity. We need hair in this area. Yeah, we'll go ponytail. Okay, so first we have some hair that just goes completely rogue. This looks good. Yeah, I got to feel some of the negative space, right? I mean, don't worry, we'll have like things all around, but still, it will look so much better. Because she's been sleeping. This is like a morning type of sleep. It's like, it will be like early morning in terms of light. So time has happened where the hair has had time to go around. Yeah, like if you just make a bun, like where's the fun? Where's the fun? Now it looks like me. Well, I have all the hair in the bun. And now now we do the hair. White it. Interesting. Okay. So some is like going up like crazy from the ponytail. Should have a lot of hair volume. And then some other. This is like crawling out of bed completely. I mean, we'll have something here, obviously. Like something with whiskers. Whee! Can we just leave that thing there and get people who went to second is like, yeah, so you're very lazy with animals and very detailed with people. Yeah, something like this. Oh, it's looking nice. I do love hair. How many times have I said that? Okay. Now, we said this piece is called Winter Sleep Animation. So let's start with the layers. Ah, she's cute. Let's dress her up. So let's use pinks. Like the more colors I use right now, the better, because then I don't get confused. I'll put all the hair together. So, hair. Let me see, do I have other things I wanted to say today? So I mentioned about the live page, new live page with the schedule. We mentioned that we're streaming, like we're shortening some of our streams. We mentioned that next we will talk about project update, like not project updates, we'll update you about all the projects of this year, what we've been working on, how are we going. We also mentioned that we reached the goal, but it's still open for anyone who wants to keep participating, and saying that even if we reach the goal, we're still negative this year. So it will be appreciated. We reach the goal to make sure that I will keep pushing to make streams next year, which is wonderful, and I can't thank enough everyone who has done that and showed that there is interest of me in streaming. That said, if anyone else puts in, then it helps the studio keep going for longer. That means starving. Mara used to have a cat that will always wanted to sleep next to me. That's so cute! I sort of envy you now. I'm a bit jealous. Okay, so clothes. What's the face? It is getting cuter than I thought it would be, and much more detailed than I thought it would be. Although that's not surprising because I like people. Okay, so now that we made a beautiful body, let's cover everything with like a blanket on things. She will be wearing very, very cozy clothing. So let me think. It will be like a fluffy thing, most likely. Oh, it's cute. Ah! Bye. Okay, something like this. I know what I'm doing. Is there another way I can do a cozy pajama that has a bit more something? Maybe this part could go up. Most likely you don't know what part is what anymore. And if you know, congratulations to you, because it's not easy most likely at this stage. I need to be careful because this part is animated. The hair will not have to touch it, but the body is. Like, we'll have to have her breathe. And I don't want to bring like too much detail. But I will also keep things sketch. We will not have like final lines as we usually do like this. So something like this perhaps, which has like an extra layer inside, you know, like this. She's wearing like another layer. And we do have a blanket going out of the space by like fluffy place. Still looks a bit cold. Unless we add that layer inside as well. But we have the hair, so it'll just be here. So it's like a thin, like a stretch layer inside. And maybe it has like a star. Something. Oh, this is cute. See, this is what I wanted to do today, something cute. You're liking it. Let me see. Everything's working. Just went a bit quiet for a while. Yep, we're getting there. Now, what will we have around this character? Or should I just like go ahead in the character? Now let's start thinking about what's around her. What's her name? Hey, chat, help me. My friends, how do we name her? For now it will be her, but tell me. Ohara. Does that mean something, right? Ohara, I hope you get to make lots of projects like this more. Thank you very much, that would be lovely. If I could do streams with like little projects, like loops, for like animated videos, or like the animation, the actual animation for my comics, things like that, it would be so perfect. It is nice, and I enjoy working with clients. I do like it. Leonor, oh, I like that one. Barb. Oh, that reminds me of Stranger Things. Yeah, I like client work, but you can sense my passion here. You can also sense my passions with client work when I'm starting, especially, but when we're like inside the, like, okay, it's time to color, it's time to do more in between and so on, of course, like I get more, I've run out of the initial excitement or the last day's excitement when you can actually see it move and it's amazing. But yeah, let me take out the cat now because I need to see the space to actually fill it in with an actual thing. Okay, so we have Bar Leonard O'Hara. Why not everything? O'Hara sounds more like a surname, so let's do Barbara. Because it sounds like both are very Spanish. Barbara Leonor O'Hara. That could be my daughter. See, messy hair. Barbara Leonor, like two names like Spanish, but then the surname is Japanese because of my husband. Never thought about that. Well, so have a happy cute life and live somewhere where it's cold. Okay, so that, what do we put in the background? So that's Barbara Leonor. We have very long names in Spanish speaking culture, so this is completely fine. So Barbara Leonor, what's around you? So I'd say first the animal. I wanted to do a Shiba Inu, a Shiba dog, but it would be like huge and mess with the hands possibly. Or it would be perfect. Like, think about this. Think about this. Okay, so first let me block this again. Okay. Head of the dog. The dog is like this, like paw, little paw here. So we don't see the full dog. We don't have to see the full dog. Or maybe it's like the paw is in the hand. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute. Do I want to animate a dog breathing? Ugh. Okay, no, don't actually delete it. Let me. Looks like a fox, but anyway, I'm just trying to think of. Oops, that was bigger than intended. Think of like how would this actually work. No, this is getting too big. No, wait. Do you know those dogs that will look like, okay, so the face was fine, looking to the side, but then the body is completely to the other side. I need to find a perfect reference for this. But you know what I mean. Right now my dog reference in my head is not super nice. Oh, so yeah, this is why I like digital, because you can move and scale things so easily. Oh, this would be so cute. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it would be nice if it could like move the tail sometimes. Like pim pim pim, like that's one of the loops. The dog moves the tail. How cute would that be? Oh, that would be nice. And then we have like dog toys. Why am I doing this? This is so really cool. Oh. Okay. No, what? Why is this a dog toy? Like, what's this shape? What is this? Okay. Okay, so let's. Whatever. Dog. Do you read any manga? Oh, I mean, I've read a lot of them, but that I'm reading recently. I mean, I'm sort of following Attack on Titan. Like, I read manga, but instead of like weekly checking them, it's like every few months, it's like, oh, there must be like a bunch of chapters now. And I check that. But then to find it. Or I don't know. I have some in my library around there. Have Sakura, like Cardcaptor Sakura. I have one of Bakuman. I have Full Metal Alchemist and others. Few others. I have a lot of them in Spain. I have a lot of manga. Ranma, Inuyasha, Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, Kamikaze Kaito Jane a lot, but recently I don't have that much. The latest I read was, I guess, Demon Slayer. That would make it pretty cute. Right. Right. Oh, I see. Me too. I like I just bought of Blooming to You and I'm super excited to binge it. Yeah. Manga's good. Manga's good. Okay, so what else? What else do we have in here? Things that can move easily. Things that can move easily. Or like a machine that like has like a beeping some beeping into it maybe. So first of all, about this scenario, we'll have a window coming from here. This is like a closet behind her. Or like Hondana. How do you say that? Hondana. A shelf? Maybe. I mean, let's not, like, I want to add lots of details for people to look at, but not necessarily everything needs to move. That's the thing. So usually we would have like a table somewhere with things. So I guess here we'll have a table with stuffs. Then the perspective tells me this. These are the actual lines, like the correct lines of perspective. And this is also a correct line of perspective. So there you go. We found the point here. Wow, I would have not expected that line. So this is because I took a picture. Like this is taken from a picture. Okay. So actually this line is not correct, it should be here. Let me see something for a second. I need to... Oh, I can't. But yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So I'm fixing the perspective of the background. we have the table, as we said, and in the table we'll have something green, of course, or something green here. We should have it here. Just like leaves, you know. Like plant. Okay, so plant. No matter how small a dog is, they always willing to protect their owners. Have a very gentle but brave, fluffy female dog. Right! Alright. The gender. It will be a she. It will be a she. How about that? I haven't thought about it really. About the doggy's gender. And I'm happy that you have such a brave and fluffy, friendly dog. You say you have more than one, you live with various dogs, right? Okay, so we have this, we'll have sleepers. But if we put sleepers, let me think for a second. What else is moving here? I know. We'll have lights. I'm missing pink. Let's have more pink. So we'll have lights around here. It's actually a bit inspired of my background, but you cannot see it now. So, or we'll have them here behind the plant. We'll have like a string of lights. Okay. Like these lights will like blink. So have been blinking lights. We have her breath. It has his wiggly tail and his breath. We will have, what else is moving? What else is moving? It's sort of like also background. What else is moving? We have the lights. Do we really need more things moving? Yes, well, we have two dogs, but one is more friendly and playful. I mean, they have different I can't say the word in English, different personalities. So, like humans, everyone has different personalities. Okay. So, Barbara Leonor, we can see her a bit better. Let's add her. What else do we haven't seen? Like in the night table. I would add a phone to make it more like now, but then I don't want to add like the, you know, like vibrating light. That's like a wake up thing. So okay, so let's have a toy, a dog toy that for now would just a bone thing maybe. Like rope-ish thingy. Actually, let's start playing with, like, let's follow, like this line is pointed at her. Start with moving with yeah, these sort of things. What's in the table? This is a huge toy for such a tiny dog, by the way. Maybe I start sealing the light that reflects on her face. Oh, that'd be cute. But it's the light already, like it's daylight. Still will have lights, the lights open, these ones, but from the ceiling I don't think something would reflect. And that's After Effects, but that's a good idea then. Something that reflects on her, it doesn't have to be on scene. And for easiness we can just like add books here. Oh, glasses. Use some glasses. That will help also add perspective. That's what you would have next to you. First thing when you wake up is sunglasses. She has a big face, big eyes, so yeah, we'll draw them better perspective later. Can have books, magazines, such. And remember that we need to add like some text, something that will be pasted in here. The message of the thing, of this. Yeah, that's cute. That's such a cute scene, right? Yeah. Yeah. You can have more plants. Perspective goes there, like maybe some like lucky bamboo thingy. To add a bit more perspective because it's something that would grow straight up. And then yes, the slippers to add also more sense of space. Okay, yeah, so we spent almost 2 hours to set the scene. Now if I want to continue this soon enough, maybe next week, we can clean up, or we can start cleaning up now. I feel like it really. You'll have like a cover thing so they don't fall onto her. And the message will be, and now I need you guys to help me with the English. Okay, maybe would you say you like animation or illustration more? Clean. Thank you. I like illustrating a lot, but I fall in love with the characters moving, like breathing. I feel them alive and I can transmit more with. I feel like my ultimate calling is for creating, producing, or directing whatever, animated shorts. But as creating myself, I like illustrating a lot as well. So it's difficult for me to pick one. It's very different. It's like my call, my career versus the tiny part of the process that I enjoy a lot. Yeah, okay, let's let me tweak it. See how it looks. It's fine. I can sense some things that are not exactly as I would do. Like this. Yeah, this should be more straight. Other than that, it's nice. I don't think I'll add much more detail to the dog. I mean, it's something like this, as long as like the bone structure makes sense, We can clean it up. Okay, I'll take a break, possibly like 5 minutes, and then like within 5 minutes, and I'll be back to continue this, and we'll start to decide how will I clean up. So then it's easier for me to next week say, okay, I can animate this, or no, I'll need more time, or whatever. So stay around. I like it better this way for some reason. I'll fix a bit the eyes of the girl, of Barbara. Barbara keeps reminding me of. I say Barbara because it reminds me of Stranger Things, and I can't say what I'm thinking in case someone hasn't watched it. I cannot say my opinion because it contains spoilers. I mean, I have real life. I know real life Barbaras as well, but that's the thing that gets to my head now. I feel the same way. Like, I love animating and illustration both, but animation feels like they are real. I mean, they're both, but when you animate them, you're in the story so much more than when you just see an illustration. But it's the same as a book. In a book, it's also very real because you're reading their thoughts, and you're not seeing the visual, your imagination. With an illustration, you have the context, and maybe it's from a manga, so you know the context of the story. So all of them can tell you a living thing, like this living thing. But for me, animation, personally, I think it's the ultimate, and that's my passion. Okay, so as I said, I will be back. And actually, I'll just keep this open so anyone who joins will see what's going on. Yoo-hoo! Welcome. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so that was nice. I'm back. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. So now we'll clean up this. Well, not maybe clean up fully, but I'll decide what will the style for this be. In the end, we don't have much animated stuff to happen. Maybe we can add something else. Let me think. I'll think about the message though. The message, okay, so what I wanna say, the message itself, how we write it is different, but the message itself is to, when you're trying to rest, be calm. Wherever is pressuring you, you'll deal with it later. Like, don't let the things that are worrying you be there in a time you're meant for rest. I don't know how to. How do I write that? So when you rest, be there. Like, when you rest, the things that worry you can wait. To be solved later. Easier said than done. Absolutely, that's why I need this. I need this myself, like this reminder, because I have a lot of time scheduled for myself to draw, to deal with many things in life, like worry about health and other people and career and finances, all the things. But when you're resting, you need to remember that and I tell that to myself, like, that's not the moment. Like, when I decide to do yoga, during yoga, it's not the moment to worry about what am I gonna eat for lunch. When I'm doing yoga, it's time to be there. So I'm trying to find a short, sweeter, positive way to say that. So for now, I'll leave that here, but I'll marinate it. Keep thinking about it for later. Okay, so the colors we'll use for this piece, are something like this, like some early morning colors. It's a palette inspired by Debbie Katz cute, like usual. It's a palette based on Debbie Kat, who's a streamer who I like, and I'm in her streams often when I'm drawing. And also the hairstyle, probably this character is also inspired by her. I will do that. Oh no, I was also thinking about what do we do for... So we're missing something here. We have still space here. We could just have nothing, or move the sleepers there. But I'm thinking one more thing we can animate. We could have, it would be cute to have like a cat tail here, moving sometimes. Like the cat is below the bed, like if there's a cat and a dog. No, it will be odd. I don't know, like I want something like sneaking out from around here. But it will be complicated to animate like a rabbit going around. I'm obsessed with animals. What else moves? What else moves? Like, let me look at this room. Something that moves. I don't want wind. A clock would be like maybe too annoying. Like it reminds too much of like time passing. We have lights. I don't want blinds with wind. What else moving? What's moving in the room? A hamster. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like maybe like a hamster going around here, but then I have to like it's very complicated to animate in that case. And I already added a lot of complicated stuff, so right now I need to think of things that are very, very simple, or I will not finish it, and I will not finish it. This type of projects, if I don't finish them quickly within a month, they get forgotten forever. A lava lamp. Ooh, yeah, something like that, something like more like effect style. That's a good idea, like a sand clock, you know? A lava lamp. Ah, that's a good idea. A snake. That could be also interesting. Just a snake around the house. An insect. If I can, I'll add particles with After Effects to add like, you know, like that, the dust effect that's floating in the air. A clock, analog. Maybe better the lava lamp. How can I create like a lava lamp that's whatever, that's more based on like more no temporal, like lava lamp is very like based on aesthetic, and I'm trying to set it very that this scene, everything you see here could be from contemporary or could be from like 50 years ago. I want it to be very evergreen. I love the idea of a lava lamp, like something like that. A lava clock. Some sort of light. There's so much more space really in the scene. We should take out something, like take out the books and put the lava lamp, you know. How to think about that later. Let's start with the character. So other than the dog, we have the background, some background things. Dog and Barbara. And now let's think. Let's animate. Let's start with a folder actually. Barbara Leonor. And number 1. Okay. There we are. So, what I was thinking is that we would use, oh, I like this color, very dark, blue purplish. We would work in, it's still very I will work in something more, oops, thick, like very more rough. Then these are still not exactly what I want. What is this? But if we go thin, then it loses the effect when you go like and show the big thing, right? Thank you for the help, by the way. I really appreciate the ideas. I do. Just very picky selecting, but I keep the lava lamp in my head. Okay, what brush will we use? This brush. This brush actually it's a modified version for me, and with this we animated characters before. We've made a world made of stars with this, and then each of these dots was shining with After Effects. Oh, maybe. Oh, I like this. That's beautiful. This is nice. Rough pencil. No, this is more of just one. Ah, but I did have a... Oh, it's here. That's what I was looking for. There you are. You're the one I was looking for. The rough pencil. Come on. Texture pencil. Not thick. Okay. No, this is too thick. They're a bit difficult to control though, more than I remember. So the figure is not moving, so again, we'll have to have her very, we can have it very clean. We're very picky with the face. Oh, I love this feeling. How do you like this style? It's already quite a long stream. If anyone feels like, oh no, I have to go, like, feel free. I'm just want to try at least the style. And you will see the character colored. like not color. I don't know if color, but more like, okay, what's this animation gonna look like in the end? Oh, this is so fun. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day or evening. I saw that someone would have to go. Have a very nice day, Ramon, and hello, your gut butt Nell. How are you doing? What's going on in your life today? Nice to have you around. We were cleaning up this illustration. It will be an animation actually, in a very rough, different style of comparison of what we usually do. And I'm testing out this actual style, like this new style. It will be a loop. It's self-started original work. I'll use a licensed song to add it online later, if I finish it. Oh, this is nice. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Very rough, randomized. That I don't control completely what I'm doing. It's fun. I wish I could do more projects like this. Okay. She's a cute lady. She's such a cute lady. Hope you're enjoying the special stream. And as always, if anyone has questions, go ahead. Earlier we were talking about traditional and digital animation, about studios changing, about reading manga, like animes that has changed their studios, like Attack on Titan, which the last season has changed the studio that's doing it. Okay, so I'll do something here. I'll make sure I don't mix these layers because the hair, careful. The hair is not moving, but the clothes are, because she's sleeping. I'll have to be careful later separating this. I'm so getting inside my wall doing this. It's so relaxing. So relaxing. And she ended up even more cute than I intended. What can we talk about? Because at this rate I'll just be in silence thinking it all the time. Okay, we could talk about Japan, questions to people, videos I've done, process for clients, process of staff who wants to come in. I don't know. Because I'm starting a little bit tired, but I don't wanna give it up before I finish inking this girl. At least inking her. I'm just almost done. Like, the most difficult part was the hair because it has so many lines. I wonder why do I like doing hair so much? Why do I find hair soothing, but then some other things are annoying for me to paint? Like, I don't know. Robots are not my favorite thing, so I don't find them soothing, maybe too straight. It's because I like observing how hair works in general. And then after I learned how to make it, it became more of something I enjoy doing. Because I sort of have some control over it. That's the neck. Okay, so now we'll do, so it's like body. Let's do also the hand, 2 hands. Because the hands won't move either. Oh, this brush is so difficult to control. A question, if you also draw digitally, do you like changing a lot your brushes? And experimenting with textures, for example. I find it interesting that many people seem excited when there's like, oh, new set of brushes, or oh, we can put like now you can add the Photoshop brushes to Clip Studio Paint and so on. But then when I read and listen to other artists, it's very often that they say that they just use 1 or 2 brushes and that's it. And I find that's the case for myself. I rarely change brushes except for these like very special cases when, yeah, I really want to try some texture, or I need to do a background and I need to find some brush to make something more easily. But in general, I don't enjoy changing brushes very much. It's just, I just get used to one and manage to get everything done with that one on the effect that I want to create. It's like a software like Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop, they can do so many things automatically now. But I rarely pay attention to that. Like, there's many things that I figure out in a way that's more, how would you say, more mechanical even. or not super shortcut and smart, because it's faster for me in the end to not remember so many different features and just get it done, like manually, yeah, and go after it differently. Okay, so I'll do the body now. I mean, I'll do the pajama. So see, for example, now it's nice because I wanted to create a fluffy effect. For this pajama, right? So this is perfect. So this brush merges perfectly that effect. Oh, I was lucky. I wasn't thinking about that when I chose it. But yeah, now it looks more like this is a winter art. Look at how fluffy everything is. Phew. That's also another reason I cannot give this to my in-betweeners and the team, because it would be very difficult for them to replicate my style. I don't think I'll have this star. I think it's like too much. Can even have this. Made it. For some reason, I'm not sure if this brush makes things easier or not for me to animate this fast. Okay, so that's the style that we'll see. Oh my god, this is so illustration-ish. It's not animation style at all. It looks so much like an illustration. I used to doing this style for like more like comic feeling. But yeah, I hope this was nice to see and it was interesting for you. You have fun with it. How many we have? Okay. Oh, this might be one of the cutest girls I've animated this year. Maybe not, I've also done Karal and such. Oh, yeah. How to make her even cuter? Look at this. Like I could, let me try something. Put this here. Or here. And we don't have a nose. And she's even cuter. But I think this is more like my style. That hair. That hair. I hope that's like that hair, like that it's good. I mean, I love it. We're not animating that hair. No one's animating that hair. That's fine. We're fine. Sorry, I've been so quiet. I'm also doing some work right now. Oh no, of course, it's fine. Is that sometimes when there's like absolutely no one talking, I get paranoid that something's broken, because sometimes that's the case. Like my mic wasn't working or things like that, so I keep checking. And compared to when the conversation is actually flowing, it's like I know it's working because otherwise we wouldn't be able to. Now for colors for this piece, You can already start thinking about them. I'll use this. Oops. Let me put it here. We'll use a very creamy yellow for the lights. We'll use a purplish, a pinkish purple, or like pink, soft pink maybe. Oh, much softer. It's like if you would like very pastel like. Blue. And then purple. So these are the colors I'm thinking to use in here. It is inspired by the streamer Nevika. She uses a similar palette. Maybe this could be even more blue. We like the purple. Already have a purple ink. So how will this look like? How will this look like? Let's see. So we have the palette here. And we will paint it only once. That's the interesting thing. Alright, so lights. As we said, I wanted to make like the window coming from here, but then we'll have too much light maybe. Or that's fine. How about I just go like, yeah, everything is yellow. And then on there, from that base, which could be even lighter. We start adding. This is the darkest, so either we have the yellow coming from this area, or let me think, if we have a window here, we'll have also formulation there, something like this. Like this. This hand would make shadow to the rest, possibly, so it's all shadow. Oh, it is so fun. I've missed doing illustration. This is more like, I do this more often because this is also necessary for animation when I do concept. Oh no! I'm using the... Okay, so let me do this. I was in the wrong layer. Yay. It's not a big deal. Not yet. Now we go to the pink. Yeah. We have the hair that will be all in shadow. We'll have some color here. The blanket is around there, remember. So like we'll have color, but like just to represent volumes, really. So just like making these are the shadows. Everything else is, almost everything else is shadow. Okay, so we have like this. See like where the window, and then it goes up. That window light. Oh, I have so much fun doing this. I have so much fun doing this. I love this part. And then she would cast a bit of shadow here. Possibly still to the table, but then we have the light for the books. So actually this has nothing. And this is of course dark. 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 Because we only have that window bringing us light. Then we have the purple. It will be to add a secondary layer of shadow in various parts, various elements that are actually in another color. Like this jacket has another color actually. The hair is also in this color maybe. Or actually I wanted to do the hair brown. Also, let me change layers. Every time I change color. Oh no, I want to keep that anyway. Too late. I'm having so much fun, that's why I'm not stopping the stream. I don't want to stop it because then I'll have to work in the other thing. See, that's when you know you need a rest. When these things happen. Here's the purple. The dog can also be purple because, you know, dogs purple. It's very usual. That's the actual color, you know. No, let's remember that everything will be inked, obviously. Actually, I wanted to. So dog got to multiply as well. Yeah, that will help see it a bit more of how it will actually look like. Like the fluffy mattress thing. Lovely pastel pink and purple, right? It's not usually what I do, but I've been seeing Debbie Cat in her streams using these colors all the time, and I was like, I need to do something with this someday. And there you go. There's something happened. So that's it. I finally got it. Ever plants also have colors. The closet could have also this color. On the walls. And now we'll have another layer of color, which will be this, which as you see it's pink. It's very pinkish. That's very red, but it will look brown. See, it looks very, very brown. So she has this brown color in the hair. That's also made more based on her and the person I'm basing this drawing off. like my inspiration. Like it's a complete derivative work. Something like that. We will want to use brown also maybe in the closet. Oh, but then it will be very close to her brown hair. So maybe the closet is just here in that area behind the plants. Okay, so we have like a closet thing here because I haven't inked the background. We have time to change such things. Okay. It's a fox. The dog is a fox now. Whatever. Nah, it doesn't look well. And now for the actual darks, we have this. For actual contrast, where we want it. To add some something like this will make it work. Nah. Honestly, the color will be like this, like one layer, and then the character will like breathe and so on, but the color will still static. And it will work anyway. Yep. Okay, let's turn it to see. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe this should be a bit more gray and light. Even if we change the brown, that's fine. We wanna give importance to her. Plants. Yeah, we'll also have, we need shadow for the plants in the wall. It's nice, right? Yeah, I'm happy with it. Oh, this is nice. So happy with the result. Then, because I do whatever I want, hear me. Shiny. Shiny. Because I can. Shiny colors in the wind. So whatever I want pops. Yeah, I guess it works. Right? So this is what I wanted to do today. Instead of 1 hour, it took 2.5 hours, but I'm very happy with the result. Very, very, very happy. This is something I definitely want to continue. And also I may not have like super smooth animation. It could be just like very slow, like 1, 2, like just like 2 frames to make the breathe. It will not be like 24 frames and 24 frames like expanding body to breathe and everything, because otherwise we will never finish it, and it already transmits calm like that. And like sometimes like the tail wiggles a bit. We'll have the lights. Oh right, the lights. So we have the light thingies there. Shining in the wall. Take out the palette. Poo. And yeah, that's it, I guess. What is the original, this or this? I guess this, because I wrote in this direction, but maybe it's not. Chan chan chan. Who knows? Who knows? So this is some of your last chance to ask questions for today. I'll possibly close very soon. I've been streaming for, yeah, like almost 3 hours now. We can also have like some shadows in the hair. Not much though, not much. So to give you some time to keep the conversation going, if that's something you want, let me introduce myself and say the news for today. So hello everyone, my name is Mar, and I founded an animation and comic studio in February this year. We've been streaming every week since summer on YouTube and a bit later on Twitch, where every week, especially at least once a week, I was streaming whatever I was working on, usually animation, like music video content, like animating music videos for our clients. However, today is a bit of like a holiday special. I wanted to do something more like original that I felt like doing. And because this year I've been watching, well, I've known her from before, but I've been watching like a streamer like work with pastels and very sweet content. I was thinking of like maybe also myself doing something like very cute. The hairstyle of this character is also based on her, the streamer, Devika. The link is in the description of this YouTube video. And next week we also have a special, because also like winter holidays season, where I'm actually in between close trips. I'll be actually like traveling a bit, where I'll do a stream on whatever I feel like on the content. Most likely continuing this because I really liked it, but it doesn't have to. And I will also be talking about a recap of this year, like building this studio in Japan. I've been living in Japan for 6 years. And I've been doing various things. I've been studying animation in a Japanese design school, actually. Like for 2 years I went to the vocational school and studied animation there. I've been learning the language. I've been also working in marketing, something completely like not related to animation, and then I jumped to build this studio. I'm actually working part-time and building this studio where we're actually like 6 or 7 sometimes, depending on the project. You can have all the information I'll give or if you subscribe to the newsletter, like the newsletter on the 27th, or so, it depends on your time zone, but I think the 27th you will receive, let me look for it, you will receive I'm just copying the link on the chat. you will receive a recap of the projects we've been working on this year, all like listed, and what's the result, like can the studio survive to next year and things like that. And so if you go there, you'll have the answer, but also in the next stream next week I will be also talking about that and replying to your questions on this first year of animation studio. I know this is like holiday season. If you cannot make it, I mean it's the 30th, it could be the 29th for some of you. That's fine. All my videos keep on YouTube, and for some of them I've actually been shortening the stream. So after I release a stream, which like today is like 2 hours and a half, then after a while, because YouTube needs to process it, sometimes I shrink them like to less than a half, like cutting out, like now that I'm presenting myself, I also presented myself like 2 hours ago, because like people change during the stream, then I change that. Like I keep repeating it myself, and then one like the videos on YouTube and you're seeing a recap, like you're seeing, sorry, the original video again. You don't need me to present me like 4 times. So I cut parts like this, parts where maybe I'm not talking, or I left to drink, things like that. Also I want to celebrate and thank you very much that this year you show that there's interest for these streams. You see below here, most likely you see my mouse. There's a goal that says like keep streaming on 2021, and we reached it. We reached that goal. That it was just a symbolization, like it cost me more than the money I put in there, but it was to symbolize that there's interest in these streams. Thanks to you, I could afford the webcam where you're watching me and listening to me, and the monitor where I sort of like control and manage everything in a much easier way than if I just had one monitor and I was streaming. So I can see your chat, I can see that everything's working, send you links wherever necessary. Also next year, where we will keep streaming, I'll keep doing what we're doing. We'll be streaming weekly every Wednesday. Now it's from 12 noon. If you're a recent, like if you're one of our regulars, you will notice that's 1 hour earlier than usual, 12 noon Japan time. That's because it works better with my personal schedule, and also it works a bit better for most of the people that's watching the streams that you are in North or South American continent, like big time zone chunk, like imagine the world, that area. It's sort of good for you. For everyone that's in Europe, sometimes I do streams, like surprise streams, any other time of the day, any other time of the week. So follow me on Twitch or on YouTube. You'll get notifications that, hey, Mari's live again this week. So we did 2 streams this week. That happens, and more often than you would imagine. Like usually we have a surprise stream like 2 or 3 times a month, and then we have like the 4 regular times. So it actually happens, and you always have the recap later, whether I squeeze it or not. We also just built a live stream special like website in our studio. We have a studio website, and we made a page for live streams when you can see what's coming next. You can see also like what are the streams that have been shortened. Let me get you the link in case you want to check that. We'll also be doing interviews next year, most likely. I contacted the first person. We still need to set a date. That will be people in the animation industry, most likely. 99% people that does animation is related in some way. And that's not just because it's interesting, and that's a way where we both learn new things and we connect with new friends, but also because usually I do streams to show what we're working on, but in some season I'm just, for example, in a I'm editing. For example, next month in January I'll spend most of the month editing and putting together a project, and that's not something I can show because it has too many spoilers, because I cannot be talking and chatting while doing it, or I'm like negotiating some proposal to a new possible client, and this thing is not something that you can just show. So that's why it's good to have like other topics other than just like drawing and chatting with you. We have like this, maybe like we do a special thing with an original, or we do an interview and so on. And hopefully if you can and want to, you can also show some support monetarily, because when I'm doing a stream, I'm productive. I mean, look at what we just did, but I'm also slower. We could have done this a bit faster, most likely, and animation definitely faster when I'm focused. But hey, I enjoy this time with you. If when I don't have a stream because I have a break week, I missed it. I missed it because you become special in my life. So that's it. I love you guys. I mean it. Other things I should say? I think that's all. Just like wait for me next week. Subscribe if you're not, or follow if you want, or if you're not and want more of this. If you want to see the final animation for this, again, subscribe to newsletter, and then you'll receive it. Especially if you're on Twitch, you will not receive a notification that I finished this. You just see me streaming, and then maybe you don't catch me saying where to see it. On YouTube, most likely I'll upload it myself. I guess I'll put it on YouTube. I guess. Oops. And that's it. That's all the information. It's time to say goodbye. Oh my god, I think this is one of the longest streams we've had in a long time. Like almost 3 hours. Boom, go for it. The day I shrink this, I'll spend like 3 hours shrinking the video, and then maybe another 30 minutes adding the new tabs. Like the good thing when I shrink live streams for you is that then I change the title and I change the description on YouTube, so then you can see, okay, here we talk, today we talk about animation movies, animators, we talk about this studio, or why does Mar use this software. So I note the questions there, so it's easy for you to go and find things and good content that we shared. Have a good day. Thank you, and you too, Altorian. No, wait. Yeah, I said your name right. So, yep, that's it. Thank you very much for staying around. For Twitch, most likely I'll rate you to someone else, so stay a bit longer if so. And for YouTube, see you in the next one. Happy to have you here, and goodbye. If you don't see each other again, Happy New Year.